Hey everyone, Skillsy Shooter here. Welcome to episode 14 of QuadFeed. This week, Ron isn't here. He's on an international fact-finding mission to see how many burps, swear words, and farts he can fit into a 24-hour period. So we've made up for it by bringing in Korthal from the Overindulgence podcast. He does an admirable job, and I'm sure you'll agree. So let's get started. Hey everyone, Skillsy Shooter here, coming at you with episode 14 of QuadFeed. I'm here with my usual cronies, minus Ron. He's on an international bid to see who can eat, burp, fart, and swear on an international level. So he's probably on a plane at the moment. Is he on a plane?
Yeah, he's on a plane right now.
He's on a plane right now, probably leering enthusiastically at one of Qantas's fine matronly air hostesses. The age of those air hostesses is oh, don't get me started. So as usual, got the usual ensemble minus Ryan, but we do have a guest in tonight. I'll go through and introduce, I dare say. We have the Polywaffle. What's up, sir?
Hello, how are you?
Good.
That's good. Good to be here, as usual.
Reunion show.
Reunion, yep.
We'll tell the backstory a little later on.
Yeah.
Ben doing his best to try and source Spokey Dokies for the BMX that's in the corner in the back there.
Yep. I didn't even know it was there, but just pointed it out. But there's no space in my room.
If someone can send a packet of playing cards that we can wedge in the spokes to Skillsy Shooter at, we'll get straight onto that. Look at that. What a bargain. Yep. I mean, if he's watching this, and I dare say he wouldn't be, obviously.
He won't be.
He got absolutely butt raped on that purchase.
He got fucking reamed. I sent him an email today. He didn't even reply.
What, tell him to
because I was like, I
podcast?
felt a bit... Yeah, I felt a bit bad because I was like, oh, I better go there and buy some more stuff, give him some more money. Didn't even reply. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah.
He's probably blocked you.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
mate, I feel bad about the purchase. Do you have any heroin?
Wow.
Shit just went dark.
Just a little bit. It's like our Silk Road chat all over again.
I don't know what kind of bicycle stores you go to, but
Well,
might need to get some
bikies are into that sort of stuff.
Yep.
oh, bikies.
Maybe I'm getting confused with my bikey related paraphernalia.
Just a little bit.
How are you, Chris?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad, mate. No more 13 gig updates.
Yes. I'm not
was the
sure if
story
you've
of the
got it,
week.
but Dead Rising 3 has a mandatory 13 gig update on the game.
To prep you for
Which is just
DLC that you might not buy.
ridiculous. Well, I actually have the game. That's why I know. It's like you log in and you try to play, and it's like, yep, just going to download 13 gigs.
Come back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tune in next week, viewers, when Chris's 13 gig download will be about 60% of being completed. We'll let you know how it goes.
But that's a terrible idea for a limited size hard drive to be popping out 13 gigs, this close to the launch.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah. The aftermarket hard drives are going to be cranking out units. Just you wait. And our guest this week is a man you might know as Korthal. He is the, is it a tripod or is it of people on the Overindulgence podcast?
No, what were we going with? I think we were going with the try-docking.
Try docking.
Docking? So we all just kind of meet together and eat each other, as it were.
Whatever floats your boat.
Sometimes that, but yes.
How are you, mate?
I am awesome and sleepy and awesome as well.
Sleepy and awesome. In equal quantities. So yeah,
Give or take.
Chris is on the Overindulgence podcast. I implore you all to spend roughly 6 hours of your time and listen to the entire back catalogue. You guys had a break of about, what, 4 years or so?
4 years, yeah. It was me, Crow, and another dude originally.
Mhm.
And then real life took over and ate us. We got 18 eps out back then.
Yep.
Wow.
And then, yeah, 4-year hiatus. Crow came back to me and said, hey, you want to start this up again? So I was like, and we did. And we're now 6 eps in and about 12 videos down now, give or take.
Nice.
Yeah, killing it, killing us.
I'll get you to explain the backstory, but I just wanted to quick fire a few questions off at you. Based
Yeah,
on,
cool.
and I guess this will act as a lead-in for viewers of this podcast to go and listen to you guys.
No, hopefully.
Question 1. Have you moved your toilet paper back to your bathroom yet?
No, God, no. There's a chunk sitting on top of the microwave at the moment.
'Cause that's the most convenient place you want to have it.
Oh, well, I slashed my thumb open doing the dishes tonight, so it was actually real convenient.
Oh, right. I don't want to bleed all the way to the bathroom.
Nah, God.
Briefly tell the backstory on that one.
I don't even remember.
Your parents came to stay, didn't they? Or your mum came round?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and when she comes, it's impossible to explain. She's just insane, and toilet paper ends up freaking
In your
bathroom,
in your-
kitchen.
Oh, I thought you were putting the toilet paper in the kitchen at like one of those irritating things to get people to leave. You just do slight things until they can't take it.
No,
His mind games.
no, that was
I swear I put it in the bathroom.
No, we had a passive-aggressive note on our bathroom this time that basically, if you leave shit stains, you can leave.
Oh,
It worked, so.
There's a note in as a brief segue. There's a note on in our bathroom in the studio, which says, and it's completely based on one person. I won't name him. I mean, he himself is a bit of a shit stain, but there's a sign. There's a sign on the door saying, "Turn around, look down. Has everything you've done been flushed to sewer town or something?" Because this guy it was almost like he was, doing a Spider-Man with every single shit he did,
Jesus Christ.
leaving some sort of, like, it was almost like he'd ate a packet of Tim Tams, loaded it into a shotgun, and just fired it into the toilet bowl. It was horrific. The stuff of nightmares. So yeah, he couldn't have like drawn any more of a. Oh geez, it must be a coincidence that this sign has popped up the second that I moved desks from downstairs to upstairs. So I hope you got the hint. Question 2.
So how many people work in your office?
Well, there's downstairs.
There's only like
Well, there's the design studio's upstairs. There's probably about 15 of us up there.
oh okay,
Probably
so
close
it
to-
might
probably
be a
close
bit
to
hard
20.
to track someone
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Well, before, if it was downstairs, there's men's and there's gents and ladies. But there's only the one toilet upstairs, so yeah, it was pretty easy to see the culprit as the smell hits you in the face like a punch. It's like being slapped. Yeah. But yeah, he got the hint. Question number 2. Has the smell of hot cross buns left your house yet?
No. And I could honestly care less. That shit is amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
Question 3. Have you got a new toaster yet?
No. God. This toaster is like probably older than the Queen and probably just as crusty. So, it's a good set.
I thought you said in the podcast it was a pretty much a brand new toaster that your mum had successfully rammed
Handed down.
Oh right. Oh okay. I thought it was a new one that she was doing her best to forcibly insert hot cross buns into.
No, that was Beeves you're thinking of with the...
right.
And he had the giant friggin' like 8-inch Sultana that just wedged itself down there. Yeah, that was good. And it still smelled real good.
I haven't got to the point where I've been able to tell your voices apart, so I didn't know whether it was you or if it was him.
He's the one that yells real loud.
Right. Look forward to that.
All you need to do is just watch the GTA 5 video, and you'll pretty much see in the first 10 seconds.
Right. Okay. I'll give that a look. And I suppose as a group question, have the Overindulgence team got any closer to getting Brazilians?
That might rest on me and my refusal to, have
Someone attack your genitals with hot wax?
Yeah,
God.
I'm not keen on a small
Man
Asian
up.
woman attaching my lady parts. I mean, I'll go to town on it, but I don't,
Yeah,
someone else is a bit...
Yeah, you know your limits. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know your limits.
Although they still refuse to go... Although we are going extreme glowworming, that is a thing and that is happening.
Extreme glowworming. What is
Extreme
this?
glowworming.
Explain. My God. There's so many
my
questions
God.
that are abound.
I can't remember. I think it was episode 4 of our podcast. We were talking about doing extreme things and Beeves' refusal to jump out of an aeroplane with me.
Yep.
So
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Don't
fair
blame
enough, what else can we do? And it just slowly got tamer and tamer to the point where I said, fuck it, we'll go extreme glowworming at the glowworm caves. And so that's going to be a thing now. We're just going to charge through with Viking helmets and
Nice.
see what happens.
So residents of Janolan, be prepared.
Yeah, or police of Genoa, please be very prepared.
Yeah. You're about to be encroached upon. God. That's intense. Well, that was all the questions I had. I just thought there was funny things that sort of cropped
You
up
could have
over...
gone through.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to say there's the whole about section that has our questions that we answered ourselves.
Right. I didn't think that far ahead. This all came together in a matter of hours today. Yeah. There were some other ones actually. It was zombie related because I know your penchant for loving zombies.
No, that's freaking Crow and his obsession with zombies. He loves his zombies.
Yeah.
I would like to kill them, but not in the game sense. Just, gone forever.
What do you reckon that fascination is? Because there was a distinct, I suppose, moment in time when, the whole vampire thing had dropped off, and then vampires just come on the scene. I mean,
Yeah.
Is it-
So out of nowhere,
That
everything's
was
about zombies.
Twilight's fault.
Speaking of Twilight, actually, on the way home today, I saw a bumper sticker that says, "I drive like a Cullen." So my immediate reaction was, what? A sparkly, mopey little prick. But I'm not sure that's what they were going for.
drive like a Cullen. Yeah.
I
Unless
think it's
Cullen
they
is
drive
some
real
sort
fast.
of... Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they're getting home because about to be
The
sunrise. I don't know.
sun's coming out.
Yeah. I don't know. I drive like a Cullen. Well, I suppose if they're like 800 years old, that means they drive roughly
Oh,
10
worse than
times
a
worse
Volvo
than an
driver.
80-year-old driver, which isn't necessarily flattering. Yeah, I've been driving cars since the 16th century. It's like, well, how could you?
the indicator's been on for 60
Yeah.
kilometers.
Yeah.
Along with the handbrake.
Yeah. When they backed out of the driveway 800 years ago, the indicator's still.
Yeah. Still a Bowser hanging out the fuel tank.
Yeah. Seinfeld. Yeah. Well, any of you guys fan of NVIDIA gear?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, be prepared for their advertising to get a lot more shit,
Really?
considering their marketing manager was recently killed by a train in trying to help a man off the tracks.
I read that, and it was
Really?
great. Like, no, like...
Was that the
not
takeaway
great
from
it
that?
happened. I mean, if you could go out as a famous person in a like something awesome, that has to be pretty close to taking the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving somebody's life while going out. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
but it'd be just, think of your legacy. You could just say, look, our old marketing manager was hit by a train. Can you top that?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
wanna
the guy
get-
from Segway, the Segway inventor tried, but he just fell off a cliff while riding his Segway.
Yeah.
That's not as good.
That just explains the segue.
He took it to the Gap and tried to ride down the Gap.
Jesus Christ.
What a segue, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether or not it's something to do with what's in people's brains these days. I was watching a thing on Today Tonight, I think it was, or it might have been just Channel 7 News, of a girl. I don't know what train station it was. She was there just hanging out with her mate, and then sees this goods train come through with the token Smoking the Bandit vacant shipping container gap for the the Thunderbird to drive through. And she just decides, fuck it. I'm sort of sick and tired of my my mate hearing this boring conversation. I'm going to try and jump onto this thing whilst it's moving. Falls down between the gap. Train rides over her, but in typical James Bond style. Manages to avoid getting hit. Takes her to hospital. And they do an expose on her. It's like, really? You're giving this, oxygen thief airtime on Channel 7 News.
It is Channel 7 after all.
It is. Oh my God.
That's the bread and butter.
Yeah.
Isn't that all they do though? Is they just go and find like freaking people that were around the vicinity of something happened that are just bogans, and all they do is just talk shit about. Jesus Christ.
Neck minute.
Fucking Australia.
I did have an Australia Day kind of related topic. If you wanted to jump into that.
Let's move over to
Someone
Australia
kill
Day.
themselves by doing a neck nominate, because that would make me ever so happy.
Oh my God. What is the fascination with that? Why?
It is the stupidest thing, and my cousin did it, and I proceeded to tell him he was a douche.
Right. Just out him on your podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my bad.
I think what was that? There was a concoction of some drink that you were having. I can't remember what episode it was. It might have been 5 or 6. It consisted of vodka, apple juice concentrate, and this is patent pending. So.
Oh, that was my New Year's drink. That shit was the bomb.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Yeah,
It was
there at
like
work,
just pushing pixels around. I'm like, you know what? That sounds kind of good.
It's like blueberry flavored vodka or something mixed with straight orange juice concentrate and then lemonade.
Sugar-free lemonade.
Sugar-free lemonade, yes, because we didn't want to get fat.
Yeah. Or liver failure.
No, that was good. Thanks for reminding me. I know what I'm drinking this weekend.
I'm tempted to give it a name. Maybe that can be my legacy, because I don't have any plans of getting hit by a train in the next few weeks. So,
We'll name a drink.
naming your drink.
Yeah, do it. I'll make it. I'll even draw up something for it. Write
Maybe
a little concoction list.
Maybe if you did 4 shots of vodka, you could call it the QuadFeed. I don't know. Just an idea.
Well, given how drunk I was towards the end and how shit my pouring was, I'd say it probably was a quad shot of vodka.
Done.
QuadFeed it is.
QuadFeed, done. Recipes will be up online at theoverindulgence.com.
Yeah, I will actually do that as a post. So fair enough. We'll get our podcast tomorrow night. No, Friday night, sorry.
I would love to see you go on MasterChef, and then everyone's just cooking like creme brulees and like banana tartans and stuff, and you're just there, just in the back, just like pouring yourself a cocktail.
And they're like, what are you going to cook? And you're like, I'll
Cook.
smash some 2-minute noodles.
Dinner is served. Yeah. I thought I'd go for a bit of an Asian flavour, so I went Oriental.
Actually, that is a great TV series, is Drunk Cooking. And it's just a chick that gets proceedingly more shit-faced as she cooks on wine.
Oh, I think I've seen some of that.
It's pretty
Fine.
good.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that's my entertainment for tonight. Done.
It makes you want to be a cook more than the professional cooking shows. Because by the end of it, even if it turns out bad, you don't really care.
You're too drunk to give a shit. You just say, you know what, I made eggs and some chicken.
As long as nothing's on fire and you can go pass out, success.
Great success. Yeah.
Just have another quad feed and yeah, you'll be right.
Oh, I like that. I like the way you just dropped it in there.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
you
a
like
good,
that? You like that?
that was
That's
a
pretty
good
clever.
plug.
Because a few years from now, you'll be walking through a nightclub and you'll hear some guy go, "Oh yeah, can I get two VBs, vodka and orange, and 3 quad feeds, please?" And I'll be like, "Yes." Fucking result.
I'll have one of your girliest drinks in a quad feed. Two quad feeds coming right up. Yeah.
No, legit. If you want, I will put that as part of the cliff notes of the episode 7, and I'll even go upstairs after we're done, crack my bottle of vodka open, and see if I can't perfect it before work tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Before work, not during work. There's just that one.
Oh God, yeah. You can't drink at work. You can be drunk at work, but don't drink at work.
Yeah, just a slight caveat to that whole plan. Yeah. I think it's time for a pointless news article of the month.
Yay.
Booth
I don't
babes
think we've had
don't
this
work
segment.
and don't convert into sales.
What?
I shall read again.
What?
It was a news article entitled "Booth babes don't work and can't convert interest to sales according to test case."
I read that, and I actually very much enjoyed that article.
I did. There was
I
words
enjoyed
and
the
stuff,
stitches.
but I didn't even see the words.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty true. If you read the whole thing, it actually rang very true.
It did. It did. I was,
Like every time I've gone to, not PAX because I haven't been to PAX, but any of those other like things, and they do have the booth babes, I steer clear of those things, those
Oh, okay.
stalls, because they annoy me. They come up and they try to like booby me in order to buying something. When I'd rather like know if it's any good, not can I rub my tits on it and will it get me an erection? Because
the answer to both of those questions being yes.
yeah, I mean, you don't want to go buy a new freaking Wacom tablet just to be told that yes, you can use your erect penis to draw pixels now. Like that's all they got.
As a designer, that actually would be a benefit to me.
Oh, there was a guy that did it apparently,
Damn.
according to my Reddit searches anyway.
Yeah. That's
I'm going to have to try it.
that's the brush setting set at 90 as opposed to 1 pixel.
But that was also like the fingerprint reader for the iPhone 5S. Apparently someone set it up as in for like their dick, and they just rub like their dick on their phone and it unlocks the phone.
Wouldn't that be awkward in public?
I know.
I've seen some fucked up things on public
I'm
transport.
being robbed. I need to call the police.
Yeah.
Just let me get my dick out.
Yeah.
Make a good call.
I mean, I've heard. I mean, it's hands-free, yes, but I mean, I think it's taking it to extremes.
Yes.
Yeah. And would Siri know either? Would Siri know, and would she like it? That's what I want to know.
I still maintain screw Siri. I am stupid excited for Cortana.
Cortana.
Yes.
Yes, it's the Microsoft version of Siri coming to Windows
Windows
8
Phone.
platforms, Xbone, and Windows 8 phones.
Wow.
I want it.
Heard of this. I'm interested.
And Jen Taylor, the actual voice of Cortana, is slated as rumored to be doing the proper voice.
Ooh.
And that makes me very, very wet with anticipation.
Do we get a similarly, I suppose, anatomically correct hologram that goes along with this?
Well, if we don't, then I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you in a focus group. Going through the features, going through the benefits. Okay, so we've gone through functionality.
This Connect 2.0 better be able to project holograms onto my crotch. Or...
If the 3DS can do it, then fucking Windows phones can.
Yeah, God, yeah.
We have the technology. Create some boobs for me. Yeah, and some sort of haptic feedback. That would be good.
That would be awesome.
You know, take the haptic feedback from a Steambox controller. Wrap a hologram around it. Some sort of 3GS projection. Gabe Newell, I've just given you the marketing tools to do your thing.
Couple of electric shocks.
Let's have a...
Jesus Christ.
I was looking for a segue, but then I thought, you know what? Who's got a topic?
I have one.
You got one?
I've been dying for this one.
Have you?
I've been dying for this one. What if I told you that there's a loophole that you can get a McDonald's McFlurry for $1.40 every single time?
I'd say shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. They figured out that if you go to Macca's and ask for 3 30-cent cones to be put in a McFlurry cup and then ask for like a topping of your choice, which is like another 50 cents, that's a McFlurry. Boom.
Really?
Boom.
That's
There we go.
But what happens
There
with
we
the?
go.
Do they give you the cones afterwards?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with the cones. You give them back to them.
yeah, but
Well,
So I'm
it'd be
gonna
a
crush them up and put
McFlurry.
them on the floor.
But it wouldn't have any flavour unless you did get the cones, and then you'd have a cone flavoured McFlurry.
Yeah, but you can you get a topping, like you ask for like your M&Ms or your Oreos, which you can
Oh,
ask
they'll
for
do that?
separately anyway. Oh yeah, for 50 cents. So
what,
it's 90
what do they
cents plus
retail
50
for
cents.
anyway?
Aren't they like close to like $5 or something?
Bloody hell.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I got one.
I haven't had one for ages since they got rid of Oreo and M&Ms.
I am going to give this a shot, and I'm going to go in and ask for a cup of special sauce and mix my special sauce in with my McFlurry and then tell them that they served me shit. Like, go through the drive-through, do it, walk in and just go, what the hell is this? Ask them to taste it, and then get free McFlurries for life.
Yeah. But that's
like
also
it.
the same as rocking
So
up at
smart.
10:30, where the changeover between breakfast and lunch, and you ask for the Mc 10:35, where you get like a quarter pounder mixed with like a sausage and egg McMuffin, and it's called the Mc 10:35.
Fuck
Oh,
That's
that
the
off.
best thing ever.
Really?
Double
How mad is
cheeseburger.
that? Yeah, double cheeseburger, like an egg McMuffin or Big Mac or whatever, combined. Mc 10:35.
Does it work with other stuff though? Like if you ask for a 1035 pancakes, they give it to you wrapped in sausage meat or something? Or
Well, we may have to go, you know, out on the
We'll have
road,
to
on
stake
location, and
out.
try this.
this is what we do for the audience. We
Yeah.
God,
They got Wi-Fi at Macca's, don't they?
Yeah.
so
They can go claim their table and sit there for 2 hours.
that would be
We'll
epic.
get us to leave.
Yeah.
Legit question, have any of you three ever been kicked out of McDonald's?
Yes.
Well,
Penrith Panthers.
What? Right, I need to hear the stories because I love the way that we all got kicked out once.
It was I think it was the night that the Krispy Kremes opened, which I think was the first one for Western Sydney other than Liverpool, if I remember correctly. And, stupidly...
I think that was actually one of the first in Sydney.
I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
owned by Paul Sirenen, I think, the football player. Yeah, random trivia. It was also a point in time when I was part of the Fast Fours sort of car club kind of association kind of thing. So every man...
he was rolling with a pretty rough crew.
I was, man.
Put it that
Yeah,
way.
the things that you do, you know. So every man and his fuckwit was, in the car park, blow-off valves, rotaries.
Four bangers aplenty.
Yeah. And it must have been the sugar because next thing you know, we've pretty much downed a slab of the originals.
Mixed dozen.
A mix does, a cheeky mix does. And gone into Macca's all hopped up on goofballs and just proceeded to be a bit loud. So there's no real story. It was like
Just being loud.
the store manager saying in the most polite way you can you fuck off? Like, so
This is why I would love to work for Macca's sometimes, so I could legit sit there and say, could you McFuck off out of my restaurant, you McCunt?
yeah, you could be part of popular culture like within an hour. Just like start dropping phrases to 16-year-olds that you know that they're just going to spread throughout the schoolyard. All of a sudden, neck minute, you could become the
Schoolboy famous.
That's it.
It'd be the Mick minute because you're going with the freaking...
Yeah. Getting your friends to eat as many Big Macs as they can. Merc minute. And then chase it. Yeah, and then chase it with a large Coke full of special sauce. I don't know.
No, ours was great. It was at the, and don't judge me, but it was at the Gympie McDonald's. If anyone knows of Gympie,
I've
heard
seen
of it.
that. Yeah.
it's if you look it up online, I'm sure it'll come up under the only hole that's above ground, because it is a massive shithole.
It's a vortex.
But no, we're at the Gympie Macca's. We're all hungover, like 7 in the morning after a huge night of drinking and not sleeping. My friend out of nowhere with a 30-cent cone. You remember back when you could make it yourself?
God, that's dangerous.
And like,
Damn. No, I don't think we never had that privilege in Sydney.
Never in Sydney.
you see, and this is why you keep paying out friggin' Queenslanders, and we're awesome. But and
Pioneers.
make your own ice creams.
Pioneers and soft
Yeah,
serve.
he makes his own. It was a good 6 to 8 inches tall. He just out of nowhere jumps up on the table in the middle of the restaurant and screams, "I have a plan," before smashing it into his face. And I've not been allowed into that McDonald's since.
Wow. They remember you.
Yeah, well, probably. I think I look the same as I did when I was like 16.
God.
That's impressive.
Would even
That's
serve
nice
you in
one.
drive-through. It's like, nah.
Well,
Even our
that's-
drive-through isn't suitable for you.
But Chris and I, we didn't actually get kicked out of one, but Castro and I knew someone that, yeah, we knew someone that worked at one near us, and then we went through the drive-through, and then I asked for like some stuff, and there was also like an extra medium chips. And then when we got served, I mean, it's saying it aloud sounds so fucking dumb, but then I just threw like the medium chips like back at him, but held onto like the container as I threw it. So the chip just went like a shotgun, just went like everywhere, back at him through the window. I mean, that's a pretty dick move, but I knew him, so it was funny. But that's the closest we ever got. And he gave me like all the food for free too, so that's a dick move. But
So you gave
we
him
know
the old,
Zach.
you gave him the old R870, did you? Just
Yeah.
a
So
shotgun
thanks for the
blast
free
of fries
food.
to the face. Yeah.
Yep. He's a medium fries to the face. In hindsight, it sounds like at the time it was funny.
I think we were also
So-
demanding that he taste them because we thought he poisoned it.
Poison. Yeah.
Do these taste okay to you?
Zach. Eat it off the floor.
Yeah. Poor bastard.
So yeah, end of story. That's how you make a $1.40 McDonald's McFlurry.
Was that on Life Hacks or something?
Sweet.
It was actually on Oz Bargain.
It should
That
be.
was bargain.
Yeah, it's got like the most votes. I fucking love Oz Bargain.
It's
my
so
God, I'm
full of cheap pricks.
Yeah, I'm like their fucking king. Oh my god, I check it like 5 times a day just for like the slightest new deal. Love it.
Yes. It's like,
Oh, more just so I can make funny comments and stuff. But
yeah. It's just ripe for Westy humour.
yeah,
Did you know you can make a shower screen out of 16 wire coat hangers or something? I don't know.
yeah, which you can get for 20 cents from so and so, which is 150 kilometers away. They'll drive and spend like $100 on fuel to save like 20 cents.
Yeah.
Classic.
In saying that, I was saying to Ben before how I went to IKEA yesterday and bought a 20 pack of those like clips that you put on like open bags and stuff. And there was 20 for $1.99. I'm thinking,
But don't you get them for free with a loaf of bread?
no, not those. Yeah, that's it. I've missed a loophole in the system there, but Chris. Damn. No, not those ones. The ones that fold on themselves, like the pincer ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those ones. And I'm thinking, if you're in the IKEA factory, and that's obviously all automated, so that just lets the wind out of this.
It's just that one guy that has to
But
press the
yeah,
button.
if you knew that you were making something that cost less than a cent to produce, and you're sitting there just pumping out millions of these clips every day, I mean, you can't feel great about yourself.
No.
Alas.
Oh, how do you think all those Chinese workers at Foxconn feel pumping out iPhones?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's like the same, isn't it? They only cost about a cent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
worrying
did a
thing-
I did a uni assignment on them, and they have like such a high suicide rate. And instead of like helping the people or changing
they
work
just put
conditions,
nets
they
up.
just installed suicide nets so they couldn't jump out of a window. That is just ridiculous. So instead of solving the problem, they just put nets up.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
third world. You so cray
Thanks.
cray.
I know. Thanks, Foxconn.
I think they followed Homer's idea of giving everyone hammocks.
Where did he go to get them though?
Business hammocks.
He went to the hammock district,
That's on 3.
hammock land. In fact, go to the hammock district. Yeah. Yeah. What would be funny if they, I mean, if they installed like shatterproof glass, so that the one person that decides to throw themselves out a window just bounces off it like a ping pong ball.
Yeah. Straight back on his desk.
It's like, we value your contribution to this country, and then this company. And he throws himself up against like a bulletproof window, just bang. Similar to that Apple man. Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. Good times. Good times. Should we talk about a game?
I vote TISO.
TISO? Is that an acronym for...
The Elder Scrolls Online.
I'm hearing a lot of mixed reports about that.
I'm
Because your
hearing-
brother's been playing it, hasn't he? And you've been playing it?
No, he just freaking wishes he was playing it.
Oh, okay.
I want it because I did recently reinstall WoW and I let my 10 free days expire and then haven't paid for a sub since.
I did the same recently too.
Yeah, I was like, oh cool, look at all these changes that I really don't give a shit about.
Yeah, and I don't know what is going on. Now pets can fight and all this sort of stuff, and it's just like, oh. Oh, but yeah, that's the
Can you
tagline
bet
as
on
well.
these pets fighting?
Because, yeah, I don't know. You could do like duels and shit like that.
So
But
it's
my
got, like,
tagline,
cockfighting online.
yeah.
Oh, the reunion is back.
Yeah, reunion show. That's because, sorry, we didn't get to that at the start. That's how Chris Korthal know each other. We used to play WoW back in the day of like vanilla WoW, which was, what year was that?
2003, maybe
Oh my
4.
God. Yeah. So back then,
Was it called
We're on the
Vanilla
same
WoW? Is that why the sales didn't do as well? As they did? They're
It's
trying
like
to cash in
original
on the
code.
early 90s with Vanilla Ice, and I heard MC Hammer WoW
but
didn't
we
do
were-
well either. Yeah, it was terrible.
no, we love that. We were like in the sweetest guild ever. Everyone was awesome. And that was back in the day when you had to organise 40 people to be in one spot at the exact same time for, what, 8 hours while we raided or whatever?
See, I love that shit. I loved getting 40 people together. Speaking of, I just sent you a link to the recruitment video that I made back
Oh
in
my
2000
God.
and whatever. It is terrible, and I am ashamed of myself. When did I upload this?
This is
2008.
2008, but you made that long before that.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah,
is when
like
I
40
thought I
man,
was cool.
40 man MC raids and all that sort of stuff, and all on vent and everyone going crazy. But yeah, we played. How long did we play that for? Way too long.
I played until I got angry, and then Oz kicked me out of the guild.
I don't remember that.
I didn't know, because you stopped playing long before that. They kicked me out.
Yeah.
It's because I was a ret pally, and I refused to change my ways, and they told me...
No, hold on. I was then around then, because I remember I was an officer at the time, and I was just like, I don't want any part of this because he's like the only cool guy left, and I don't want to say you can't be a fucking red pally anymore. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna, you guys sort that out, sort of thing. So,
And
yeah,
then I got kicked out.
yeah,
You're all bastards, all of you.
yeah, we are. We're dicks.
Do we
I
have,
didn't do anything to say
do we have a
because I wanted to
message?
save my position.
do we have a message that we want to say 6 years later?
Funnily enough, I still talk to an absolute shitload of this old Oz people. I've talked to... You remember Seawing, Concrete Wing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I talk to Seawing all the time, and
Oh man.
Nat and Bo and all of them.
What about Yippa?
Yeah,
Yippa?
yeah. He was my housemate for ages.
That guy was a
Literally,
fucking
yeah,
cracker.
literally. met on WoW and he became my housemate for about 3 years.
Oh, that guy. Holy shit.
Prerequisites,
anyway, those
mate.
were the days.
Good times.
Have I served
Good
with you in a
times.
guild before? Yes. Welcome. When can you move in?
Welcome.
That'll be $100 a week.
Oh, but yeah, so we played together for a long time, but then we haven't played anything together for quite a while, or really spoken to each other than here and there sort of thing. So yeah, reunion.
Yep.
That's the story. Well told. Try the veal.
Let it not be said that this podcast doesn't bring people together.
People together. Exactly. Exactly.
We've had international podcast members. We've had domestic podcast members.
Really?
Yeah.
International?
Internet.
We've had a
Yeah.
couple. We've had 4 international guests.
For internationals.
Are they named? Because I'm not going to lie, I am terrible with names. So it'd be like, hey, this is that famous person, and you'd have to actually be like, this is what they have done specifically before. I'm like, oh, it's Batman or something. So
This is the most recognizable guy in the planet.
yeah.
I mean, let's I suppose bracket famous to YouTube famous, I suppose, for services to YouTube and what they do and games that I sort of follow. Anyway, JX23, he's probably the biggest of I suppose of the guests that we've had before. He's got like 220,000 subs on YouTube.
Oh, only.
Only. Yeah.
We've got 8.
Damn.
Love it.
Oh, wait, no, we cracked 10 yesterday, so...
Oh,
Oh, you got my sub then?
But to be honest, to be fair, we haven't done the plug yet because we're waiting on a little bit more of a back catalogue before we start plugging around the interwebs.
That's right.
retroactive.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Smart. That's what I did. Yeah. So we had JX23. He was really cool. I met up with him in London. Actually, I was in London last month. Good to catch up with him. His mate, the Major Ghibli, and he's on next
I know that
week.
name.
The Major Ghibli.
I do know that name. I don't know why, but I know that name.
He plays like a DayZ.
That'll be why.
He used to do horror games and stuff. JX23 is mostly Call of Duty, but he does a lot of DayZ as well. Ghibli's DayZ, and then I suppose just a couple of other people that have been in his streams with me. And I suppose they want a bit of exposure as well. Not that they do, because Ghibli's got like 3,000 subs, and the other guy, Carl, he's got 3,000 subs, I think. So
Yeah, just under, but yeah, roughly about that. Yeah.
yeah,
I think our biggest was, like, not this time around because we haven't done guests yet, and we're only going to be doing special guests every now and again instead of every fucking episode like last time. But I think our biggest was probably Yug and Yahtzee.
wow.
And that was actually where we saw our subs jump from, I don't know, I think it was like 600 unique visitors a day up to 6,000 to 10,000 unique visitors per
Wow.
episode. That was good, so I want to go back to that.
Yeah. Because when you first did the podcast, you guys were like in the top 10 Australian comedy podcast or something like that, yeah, which
Yeah,
is
we
like awesome.
Hit top 10 after episode 12, I think, so shit, we've got 6 episodes to go to get there. So.
So there was Hamish and Andy, and then a little bit under them was you guys.
With our shitty logo that we did in MS Paint. And now we've actually got people who know what the hell they're doing, so...
As a complete sort of iTunes, get this thing onto iTunes noob, how difficult is it?
To get onto iTunes...
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the directions and stuff. It looked like there was a bit of scripting involved, and I suppose pre-submission to Apple and all that, and a few sort of hoops to jump through. But
Because Ben mentioned you do web design as well, yeah?
I do.
Same
yes.
as me? Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's pretty much just make sure, like for what I did, I should say, is our podcast specific thread area of the website has its own RSS feed,
Mhm.
and that's the RSS feed that we submitted to iTunes. And
Okay.
then you have to make sure it's got all this specific crap, like, because iTunes is retarded and they're like, you must have a 1600 by 1600 pixel friggin' logo. Because, it's only ever seen on an iPhone anyway, and that's 1600 by 1600. So
Yeah,
it's stupid. But
let's not scale it down too much.
But
Fit
no,
on a
it
postage
was all pretty easy. You just got to make sure all the required fields are there, and yeah, submit it, and they get back to you a couple of days later going, congratulations, here's your new link you can use to plug to people.
Cool.
Cool.
Sweet.
I think that might have to
'Cause
be
I've
the
actually-
2014 goal. I think getting
Yeah.
the audio.
Well, I've
finished.
actually been contemplating stealing your idea and transitioning all of what we've done into a video one, but probably not with, my face, because fuck that. I mean,
But then you have
if
to
you
hire
listen to
hair and makeup and people like that. This shit doesn't happen
Splash.
overnight, mate. I mean,
splash of water, makeup shotgun, you set, get a palette knife.
set the whore.
Set the whore, yeah.
Yeah. It was funny actually. I was catching the train home with a mate of mine who I used to work with, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm enjoying the podcast, liking it." He goes, "Quick question though, why is it a podcast? Because I suppose traditionally or historically, depending on how you come at it, it's like it's not really a podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's a video podcast." It's like, "Yeah, but your Twitter handle is QuadFeed podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Well, if we're going to drill down into it to that extent, then yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Point taken. Cheers. Oh, this is my stop? Okay, I better get off here. This is my stop. Thanks, Captain Fun Sponge.
After 14 episodes, I still get the same question from my brother as well. He's just like, but who's going to sit there for like 2.5 hours watching the video? And I'm like, you just have it like on another tab in the background, just listening to it.
Yeah.
And
The
he's just
thing
like,
is-
nah.
I am still surprised at that. Like our longest podcast on the original series was 4 hours long. It got split into 2 separate podcasts, like part 2 and part 1.
Wow.
And that had something like 800, 900 unique downloads. And I'm thinking that these retards are sitting here for 4 hours listening to me talk about dicks and butts. Like, who does that?
I can give you a
Yeah.
broad stroke of the demographic that's into that sort of stuff. Because it's the same demographic that if Painkiller already, which I'm sure you've probably heard of anyway, if that goes for a second under 4 hours, out come the burning torches and pickaxes and stuff. It's like under 4 hours, unsub.
Yeah, something happened there.
Is that what happens if it goes for a second under 4 hours?
It's second under 4 hours and it freezes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Sorry, yeah, you cut out for a minute.
Yeah, there we go.
Hopefully it recorded my
Yeah.
audio, but yeah.
Yeah, it
But
probably did.
But it's kind of like 3 hours, 59 minutes and 58 seconds unsub Woody. And it's like, it's like really? I've just
Also
sat here
breaks
for
loose.
4 hours, giving you free entertainment, and you're gonna come at me with all this hate. Fuck you, unsubscribe. Should we have a question for Ron, just so he feels involved?
Why
Sure.
not?
Like
So,
Ron Jeremy?
So Ron, in the spirit of making sure that we kind of include him, we had a couple of questions which I'm sure I could work some wizardry in post production to find the details and find the answers to the questions that we ask him. Let's have a think. So Ron, what do you think of driving games?
I am going outside for a bit.
He fucking hates driving games, unless it's Mario Kart.
This is Mario Kart.
See, that's me and MOBAs. MOBAs make me want to punch small children repeatedly. And I'm not talking about like a baby that's just hanging around in the corner. I mean the small children playing MOBAs, because I'm pretty sure that's all that freaking play MOBAs.
Form an orderly queue so I can punch you in unison. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been called a faggot so much in my life as that 1 hour game.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Or found out exactly how many people have slept with your mum.
Yeah.
It's
I think I was on to about 6 after 2 minutes.
yeah, the amount of 13-year-old guys that have slept with my mum, it's amazing.
Yeah. And I have to kill myself like 15 times over as well. Just go kill yourself. It's like, oh, well, alright.
Okay, let me just reincarnate myself and then kill myself. Cheers.
Actually, I'm going to start doing that. If anyone ever tells me to go kill myself and they're on my team, I'm just going to walk in and go get myself killed. And then when they rage, I'll be like, you fucking told me to go kill myself. No, I'm going to have way too much fun with it. I shouldn't do that.
It'll make for some good video.
I think, I mean, it would make for a good trolling video.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you saw, but our latest upload was playing Awesome Noughts, which is a side-scrolling MOBA. We were only playing with each other against AI, but I really want to merge into playing against other people that are unwittingly being recorded. And just screw with them the whole time.
Yeah. It's funny. I never thought I was into any sort of trolling videos at all until... And it's one that you referenced in your podcast, the Xbox sign out.
Xbox sign out. That was great.
We talked about it a couple of weeks ago, and just in stitches, absolutely in stitches.
It was so good. These children are just so angry.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I never understood though, is like you hear these people bitching about, like PlayStation chat or Xbox chat or any of these like in-game chats suck because it's full of kids. Why don't you just get into a party and chat with your friends so you don't have to hear them? Like, I have never had to deal with little annoying retards because I'm not an idiot.
No, I had to change my settings.
Yeah.
Funny thing is there's the, I mean, and when they do sort of arc up, it's entertainment in itself anyway. Like there was
Exactly.
I was
Like,
playing.
they
I was playing Ghost the other night, and there was this one guy from New Zealand who would come into the lobby and then leave, and then come in and then leave, because one guy in the lobby who, you know, he sounded like an out-and-out twat anyway. He was just like, let's just call him New Zealand Warrior or whatever. It's like, New Zealand Warrior, go fuck yourself. New Zealand Warrior, go fuck yourself. It was just this back and forth. This was just trying to angle for a response just to see if this guy would bite. And in the end, he did bite. It's like, mate, are you fucking right, are you? It's like, yeah. Playing a bit of Ghost, are you? It's like, well, of course I fucking am, you moron. And just these people out there just baiting these people left, right, and centre. I was recording at the time. I've probably got it somewhere actually. It was quite funny.
But then you got communities like that, and then which kind of leads me to like another topic, which I think is just like one of the coolest things ever. Where on EVE Online, right now as we talk, this very second, there's like the largest super capital fight in history happening with over like this huge war between these two coalitions, where basically, you know, your ship has an actual value, whether you can either put in-game money or the ISK which you earn in-game can be bought to buy these ships. And it's basically tens of thousands of real dollars, which is actually getting blown up right now because these two coalitions are having this huge fight over this space station, and they've been battling since October last year.
Was it like $110,000
like over this space station
or something? Something
Yeah.
Was it over 100
It's
grand?
ridiculous. Yeah, like if you were to buy back all the ships and everything like that, it would cost 110 grand. And it's just like trillions of ISK, which is the in-game currency, lost. And just when they fight in that game, they don't do it like in a pussy way. They go all out, where it's just fucking all-out war, and they just have the coolest stories. I've tried to play that game so many times, and it's just, oh my god, yeah.
I liked it, except I very quickly found out it was the game that you play while playing other games.
Yeah, because you're warping between ports for like 18 hours. Warping.
It was fun.
And it's just, you're waiting forever.
I have to say, that guy that decided to tell everyone he was a bank and just started collecting money from everyone, that was genius. Because that game, it takes forever to do anything, and he just sat there collecting money. It was brilliant.
There are some
Everyone,
epic
give me your money, I'm a bank. Okay.
Given the amount of money that's being blown up, it makes the Forza 5 microtransactions seem positively appealing.
Yeah.
It's like
But they do
$5 for
like
a car.
in-game. Yeah, but
110
like
grand.
coalitions will organise like in-game blockades as well, so players can't get past certain points without having to get through them or paying like a
yeah,
toll
'cause
and
people
stuff
play
like that.
as traders and stuff.
Yeah, they just set up blockades and people can't get it past a certain spot, and it's just so awesome. I love that shit. But I'm not touching the game until Star Citizen comes out, because I reckon I will get stuck into that. So I can't wait for that.
Freaking Robert Space Industries, yo.
Yeah, cannot wait.
What are we up to now? We up to 40 mil yet?
I haven't looked. I just want him to. I don't want him to hurry up, but I just want time to hurry up so it comes out. The game's going to be off the hook.
I reckon he'll make something for 3 mil, and then
Probably already made
cash that
made
check,
it for
baby.
like $1,000 in his own time.
I'm gonna move to the Bahamas. I'm gonna get half of India to make this for 300 grand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
beat
Pretty
it.
sure I
I'm gonna beat
Pretty
it to-
sure I did that with Castle Story. Paid my $30, got my code. Now it's still in alpha, I'm pretty sure. That was like 2 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the thing with bloody Kickstarter.
Yeah, I think I was reading somewhere that most of the games that are funded on Kickstarter actually have no release date set. Like, if you go down the list, they're all pending.
Sounds legit. Yeah. Why actually do some work when I can sit back and
People just give me money.
Count it.
yeah. I might just start.
They'll make the game
start
and they
an
lose it
Indiegogo
all in the
account.
casino.
Yeah. Just start
What's
an
Indiegogo?
It's I think it's like a small time version of Kickstarter.
For the indie devs, because there's not enough of them.
Yeah, but I mean, there was but people have been
Seriously,
using
it's...
it. Yeah.
I don't know, to me,
Everyone's an
that's
indie
what
dev.
Steam is now, is it's freaking, like, good old games has become non-indie games and just awesome old school old titles.
Yeah.
And then you've got freaking Steam, which is just indie titles. It's all that they're constantly pushing at me, and I'm just like, no, give me my cheap games.
When's the next sale?
I'm waiting for good old games to bring out their own console now.
Yeah. Actually, has anyone bothered playing with the Steam box? Not the box, but the OS?
No.
No.
I personally think it's a giant piece of shit.
It's
Yeah.
just
Disappointing.
basically a
It's
more
Linux.
involved version of the Steam overlay, isn't it?
That's all I have seen of it, is that it is Linux with the Steam logo that you can play on your TV, which you could do anyway if you had a HTPC with Steam.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa.
but you know,
Or just the long,
let's
or just the long
let's-
cable to
Yeah.
plug into your TV.
Let's sink a few hundred mil into R&D and then just make it so that we can develop the arm strength to move a PC from our office to a lounge room.
yeah, you know those boxes that people have been building forever? Let's
I think
do
they're
our
called
own.
servers. Yeah, we'll just reinvent that.
Yeah, I installed it on my server box and very promptly uninstalled it. I don't know, it frustrated me.
I have a couple of lists here. I don't know whether or not,
Okay.
in terms of for pure comedy value, there's top 10 best insults.
Is one of them Schindler's List?
Zing.
That's not comedy, that's dark.
It's dark as hell. What is it Ricky Gervais said? It's like when he saw it in the video store, it's like, oh, German, they're the best. German porn. Oh, there's a shower scene. Nice.
Shower scene.
It's like you're going to need a box of tissues. Okay, let's have a look. The top 10 best insult. Your birth certificate is an apology from the condom factory.
Ooh.
Shut up, you'll never be the man your mother is.
Alright, that's...
That's from games.
That's inventive. You must have been born on a highway because that's where most accidents happen. This is a good one. It looks like your face caught fire and someone tried to put it out with a fork.
The fork.
Or as I think I revealed it last week that my brother said, I'm not saying his teeth are bad, but he could eat an apple through a tennis racket.
Yes, I've heard that one before.
You're so ugly that when your mama dropped you off at school, she got a fine for littering. That one's lame, so I'm not going to say that. Your family tree is a cactus because everyone on it is a prick. If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
These are like borderline those bloody Christmas cracker
Are
joke
they?
things
Yeah.
you get. Yeah.
I can't
Not
wait
quite,
for
not
for
quite.
your line of Christmas crackers then, if that's the kind of comedy I'm going to be getting.
I found out after I got a very terrible one at my work Christmas party and read it out aloud to many boos, that apparently they're intentionally bad because
They are.
it gets people to talk.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it.
Oh, really?
I learned
Yeah.
about that on QI.
I learnt about it through osmosis.
And diffusion.
Yes.
Your semi-permeable wall.
Membrane.
Boom.
Is that the end
Didn't
of
think
the
I was going
list,
to
though?
know that.
Membrane. It's not. I mean, that was 10.
I was going to say it's missing.
I hear when you were a child, your mother wanted to hire somebody to take care of you, but the mafia wanted too much. Lame. You're so ugly that when you popped out, the doctor said, "Oh, what a treasure," and your mum said, "Yeah, let's bury it." Hey, you've got something on your chin. No, not that one. The third one down.
Yeah.
I could eat a bowl of alphabet soup and crap out a smarter comeback than what you just said. Can I borrow your face? My ass is on holiday. There's a whole bunch of these. It's from the same place that we got such esteemed lists as the best movies of all time. When
I think
Oh, which
Yeah.
totally missed all the best movies.
exactly, yeah.
did they even mention basketball?
Basketball. I
No.
don't know. Yeah.
That's, speaking
Actually,
of
my
the
two-
creators of South Park, are you guys going to get the Stick of Truth?
My
Yeah.
brother's got it pre-ordered.
It'd
I
be
heard an
interesting
interview
to
with them.
see. I think.
It sounds like they put a lot of effort in. Like, in the interview, they're like, it takes a lot of computing power and graphics to make it look as crap as a TV show. They said that they're trying to make it look really fluid like the TV show. So when people walk in, it just look like watch an episode of the show.
Mm.
That
Which
sounds pretty cool.
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm all for that. I mean, that is probably a game that is, couldn't be further from the type of games that I usually buy, but yeah, I might give it a go.
Going back to your insults, I just thought of my two favorite ones that I still haven't actually heard used except for between me and my brother. Was, this isn't a fire, you don't ever say it to someone's, oh no, you could say it to someone's face, but you're going to get punched. It was always the whole, you've got a face like a dropped pie, because then you just get the...
Oh yeah.
Or you replace a dropped pie with a hat full of assholes and you get the same visual effect.
Yeah.
But my favorite was something that we actually used to use on someone who thought it was a nickname, but it wasn't. We used to call her Pirate's Delight because she had a sunken chest.
A sunken chest.
Oh, that is brilliant.
My dad always used to, I'm not sure if it was my dad or if it was Billy Connolly, but he said, I'm not saying she's ugly, but she had a face like a roofer's knee. I'll give credit where credit's due. I can't imagine something so profound would come out of my dad's mouth, so I'm going to give that to Billy Connolly, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Here's 20 cents.
Speaking of-
Call all your friends and give me back the change. Lol. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
Huh?
You said speaking of, and then I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, speaking of Scotsman, I've been watching nothing but bagpipes all day.
I saw something on Facebook from you, but I didn't actually click it because I thought it was going to be really lame. But I'll get to it eventually.
You need to because of the fact that A, the dude has a massive red mohawk. B, he's in the middle of like
The Scottish
I can't
Highlands
remember.
somewhere.
He's in one of the Edinburgh. He's in Edinburgh. C, he's from freaking Western Australia. he's from Fremantle. So, and he's playing a bagpipe. Well, he might be, but he's playing a bagpipe in a kilt, and the bagpipe blows out flames.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
All you need to do is Google the bad piper.
The bagpipe.
Damn, this guy's pretty fucking metal.
Yeah.
Rowdy Roddy
See, I
Piper.
thought AC/DC, brought the bagpipes back, but that's up there.
Well, he did do a cover of Thunderstruck, and it was pretty badass.
You feel like a blow-off valve to the... What? We've got a bagpipes running 13 psi. Yeah, sweet. They've got a most overrated games list here, but I'm not anticipating much success with this one either. Let's open this bad boy up. Just to see
Diablo
if it...
3, SimCity.
A lot of the games that people love, I actually really hate.
I'm finding a lot of the new ones are terrible.
Which ones?
A lot of the new, big titles that are coming out, they're just terrible.
I pretty much only care about Titanfall, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a topic of mine.
That was mine.
According to the...
Only mine. My topic.
Pretty
and my
sure
topic
there's-
only.
Pretty sure there's a subreddit for that. It's actually called Our Tits Drop, but it's the same effect.
Preparing for titty fall. Yeah. The apparently the box that the collector's edition statue comes in can fit a person in it.
Is that how big it is?
It's fucking huge, man.
What?
I've pre-ordered it, so hopefully
I
I'll...
thought
Like,
it was
I want one so
9
bad,
inches
but
or
I
something.
cannot
9 inches,
justify
mate.
that much money.
9 inches on the slack. This thing's like 18 inches tall, man.
And
It's
you
got
can
even
fit
a-
a person in there.
Yeah, I think it was on IGN. Can't remember, but yeah, I mean, whether or not they've just found the smallest ballet-like intern in the office and just tried to sandwich her into this fucking box. It's like, if you want that promotion, you'll get inside this box.
I just hired one of those real dolls.
Yeah. Looks like those cats that they put in those demijohns. It's like, formed a cat. Yeah.
But in relation to Tidyfall, there's in the next few days they're going to be announcing PC and Xbox One beta testing for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And I'm not... If I get it, I'm not going to use it, so...
Hook a brother up.
Well, I have been doing betas since, the dawn of man. And I'm so sick of them now because you get into a beta and you get so excited, but then it's the beta and it ends and you have to start again anyway.
Can I just
So
stop you
then I
there?
get-
There's a cockroach
Yeah.
on your couch behind you.
There is?
It was running along the back of it. It was hilarious.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Yay! Look at him go.
Yeah, that's Sophie.
That's actually my fiance's name.
Uh,
Sophia.
okay, that's
let's go with
syphilis. It's probably carrying syphilis.
that. No, but I proper can't wait for Titanfall. I think I don't think enough has been said or enough, I suppose, footage has been released to, I suppose, have it.
Yeah,
gain
they're smart with the
momentum.
marketing.
They are. I mean, it's kind of
It's just
Apple-like.
glimpses.
They're just building that wanting for this game by limiting how much they sort of drip feed the public.
Not gonna lie, already hate the community.
Yeah.
because of the consistent bitching that, what do you mean it's only 6v6 with
6
AI?
versus 6,
That's
yeah.
freaking stupid.
Oh, no,
I think that is awesome.
Yeah, I've always been on board with that.
I think it's an amazing idea. Like, I love killing AI, but I also love killing people's faces. So,
And it levels the playing field like so much. Like,
yeah.
I mean, are you going to get an instant hard on by killing an AI person versus someone who's Mr. Pickle 27? I don't know, but I mean, a kill's a kill.
Although, if the AI do have names like Mr. Pickle 27, that would be... I kind of hope that they do. It's just a random generated thing, so I can kill someone called Ass Pirate.
That'd be brilliant. Shout out to
Xbox
Mr. Pickle 27. Yeah.
Shout out to Xbox Turn Off.
Yeah.
Xbox Sign Out, sorry.
Xbox reformat. I can't wait for that one to come.
So yeah, be interesting to wait, see what this announcement for beta is. No doubt they're just going to be flooded with emails asking for a key.
I mean, I suppose if we look back at, I suppose big titles that have had server issues, obviously there's going to be the GTA 5 effect and I suppose the SimCity effect, where the servers all just get fucking done over.
I actually wrote a song about what's it called Final Fantasy 14 and their horrible initial server issues as well. And Error 37, I think it was.
Yeah, Error 37.
Yeah, we wrote a song about
Diablo 3.
it. Diablo 3, weren't you a great launch?
I remember when that was happening, and then like 15 minutes later there was a website just called Error 99 or something like that, which was just this error screen that you got, and the website was like error99.com or something. I can't remember what it was, but that was fucking hilarious.
I've actually been playing a lot of Diablo lately in prep for the
The
X-Men.
new pack, yeah.
Did they ever bring out the multiplayer? Not. You were supposed to be able to duel with people.
Yeah,
It was
that's
supposed
out.
to be in the launch. Oh, it's out, is it?
Yeah, there's a person you can go and talk to, and he's like, let's send you somewhere. And I went there, and I was the only one there, so I'm like, this is
I win.
real lonely. Yeah. Me and all my friends.
I challenge you to a duel, of which there is only one of us. Yeah, I'm yet to get. I mean, Castro's going to be on board with Titanfall, so I want to see him. Want to see him in there as well.
Who?
Castro.
Oh, that's
Did you say Kesha?
Yeah, Castro as well.
Spelled with a dollar sign.
Good friend of
Yeah.
mine.
Kesha's going to be cranking out Titanfall,
Yeah, that's it.
singing about
Oh,
getting
yeah.
timber.
She loved it.
No, there was two Chris's. I was like, let's differentiate. Yeah, so I mean I won't say it was the reason I bought the Xbox One, because obviously I've got this beast of a PC that I haven't extracted 10% of its absolute power out of yet, and so I haven't. So I'll probably end up getting both just to make capture a bit easier from the Xbox One side of things. And
I bought my Xbox One and then spent $2,000 on my computer like an idiot.
yeah,
Well, I don't care. I've yet to find it. Doesn't fall over yet, so that makes me happy.
yeah.
That's
I've
good.
been
Well, it's like a 4 gigahertz 8 core, and it was cheap.
What, so
Because,
you went
you
with
know-
AMD?
Yeah, I've always been with AMD ATI. I'm one of the few people I know who have never had an issue with it.
Oh,
Wow.
I almost went with them when I made my computer, but then chickened out and 350-70K, but yeah.
It's the same as everyone yelling at me for not getting an SSD when I'm like, I don't need one. I don't. All I do is play games that aren't that big of a deal.
You need an SSD for Windows boot up.
Not
One of the
Windows 8.
days.
Not
Oh
if you
my
shut
God.
down.
I am a Windows 8 fanboy. I will gladly admit that on live, not television.
on a live video podcast.
Can we just call it
a
a webinar?
webinar, a vodcast? Vodcast, let's coin it.
A vodcast.
Yeah. Vodka cast. The yeah, I mean Ben specced out my PC pretty well and sent me on my merry way down to the computer store and built this bad boy.
Do you guys
Made you spend a
have
shitload of money.
UMart in the deep south?
The where?
So
Do we
nah.
have one? A Puma?
UMart.
Oh,
UMart.
No, we've got Super A Mart. We've got Kmart.
Do we?
We've got, yeah. I think it's like a Campbell's cash and carry kind of store. It's pretty horrific.
So
Where
check it
are
out.
these places?
No, Umart's
Never heard
all
of it.
Queensland. Oh wait, no, Umart is in New South Wales.
Albury.
Where is West Ryde?
Oh, dude, that's like
10 minutes from
5
Castro's
minutes from
house.
me.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't gone to Umart, you probably should, because that shit is cheap.
Oh,
Alright.
see, we use MSY, which is really cheap.
It's cheaper than MSY /
Wow.
about the same. But MSY suck very much, I always think.
This week, sponsored
Well,
by
if I don't have
MSY.
to stand in line for an hour to pick
Yeah.
something up, that's...
Yeah. See,
Instantly
Umart's
better.
the type of place, if you don't expect customer service, like if you know what you're doing and you know what you want to buy and you know what you're doing and you just want to pay for it, walk in, grab it, walk out, Umart is the best place to go because they're cheap.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do.
But if you want customer service and you want to bitch and moan because, you know, you're a retard and you don't know how to put a motherboard together, then don't go. Because they'll just look at you like,
Oh,
oh,
how
we
are
don't
you?"
give a shit. Yeah, like you paid X $100 less here than you did at Harvey Norman.
There's a reason why we're cheaper, yeah.
But they're great. I would highly recommend them. I have been buying from them for years and never had an issue.
Awesome.
Cool. I'll check
have
them
to
out.
Check it out. Thank you.
Especially seeing that it's so close to my house. I'm usually driving out to Auburn to go to MSY. So, yeah, it's literally 5-10 minutes from my house. Anyway,
It's good. Totally worth it. Just don't expect the website to look good because it looked like a drop pie.
oh, same as the MSY website.
MSY is using frames from like HTML -4. It's fucking horrific. I'm surprised I've even heard of the word e-commerce.
I really, really, really wanted to just kind of do up a really nice, fancy, pretty Umart website and just email it to them and say, will you buy this from me because, my God, my eyes?
Mm.
But I'm unsure if they'd pay me.
I've called 000 to report the rape that you've just inflicted on my eyes. Yeah.
I'll pay you in store credit.
Yeah.
Still-
You'll be hearing from my lawyers. For the child support, you know I owe me.
Just give me a solid state drive and we'll call it even. That's a point though, because
But
I mean, I think I was talking to Ben and I were talking about Reddit the other day and how, you know, there's that initial learning curve which I'm yet to embark on, where, you know, I'm a designer, so I'm like, oh god, just give me some nice visuals. You can still organize something nicely with good visuals and still present the information, but getting on Reddit,
Reddit
is
refuses to do it.
just, yeah.
See, I think
just-
where Reddit lies is the mobile apps.
Yeah.
I've got
Because,
Alien
like,
Blue, I think. Alien
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got Baconet, the Windows version, and it's literally, I open it up, I hit all, and then I just start sliding left to right, and it goes through everything. Unless I want to go to a specific subreddit, but I just go
Yeah.
to all.
Mm.
No, it works surprising. I haven't used your one, but yeah, we've got Alien Blue on iOS, and it works surprisingly well.
Mm.
But it's always open on my computer. It's always just email, Facebook, Reddit.
Scaring
But that's
that
because
web.
you keep making those Doge memes, Ben.
Doge.
Yeah.
Such
See,
excitement.
there's a Doge coin now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the weather one too. Have you seen it? You go to it, and it's like it's also like your local weather, and it's got the sunglasses on it when it's sunny, and it's got the raincoat on when it's when it's raining.
No, it's definitely Windows8.com.
God.
Huh?
Window,
Oh.
like so, WIN.
Yes, sorry.
Window.
8.1, much change, much improved, so amazed, wow. That dog.
It's all over the UK at the moment. I can't remember what company is that. I think is that where it originated from? Was it from a was it like a mascot from a company that just sort of spawned all these
No,
names?
I
and
think
stuff?
it was just people on Reddit took a photo of their dog and put it up, and
Someone captioned it and it
Someone,
kind of exploded.
Yeah, captioned it in poor English and it just took off.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I don't get it, but I will happily jump on the bandwagon if people think I'm funny for doing so.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of these things.
Let's subscribe.
Like,
Let's find
I
every
understand.
Doge meme. Doge.
All you need to do, just subscribe to Super Sheep, however the hell you pronounce it.
Yeah.
But is it Doge or Doge?
I say Doge, but I don't know how it's
Is it a
supposed
soft
to be.
G?
Yeah, I always thought it was Doge.
I always thought it was Doge or Doggy. I don't know.
Doggy.
Doggy.
I thought it was Doge.
That was funny. Doge. Jogging or jogging?
The classy way of saying it.
It's just, what is it, just like a rip-off of that
Target.
budget ad, that Doge.
You know what?
Doge, love, Doge.
Doge. Counter argument. How the hell has an old bastard like that got that woman in his life? Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
such a
good
skin
on him.
flint,
He's
so he
punching.
yeah. He doesn't have much
Punching way
money.
above his
so
weight.
much. He saves so much on car insurance he can afford to have,
He can afford those high class hoes.
He's clearly paying her. It's just, I save $100 a month on my car insurance so I can afford this pretty prostitute.
She's French, isn't she? So it sounds like a green card marriage to me, but yeah, budget love, budget. Yeah. Head job, head job, love, head job. What is this head job of which you speak? It's pronounced head job, love. Head job.
You are a budget hooker. You don't know.
Head job? Nah, it's gobbies, love.
Gobbies, love. Gobbies. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We did sort of stray into overindulgence territory just then.
Yeah, we
Yeah, a
did.
little bit, yeah.
Compass swings in a hurry, doesn't it? God.
See, I'm not supposed to be in this mindset until Friday. So
Well, think
during
of
the week I have to.
think of us as your
act
training
like-
wheels. We are the stabilizers or training wheels for your Friday.
Yeah, I'm going to go into work tomorrow, answer a bunch of tickets and start replying with Doge memes.
Yeah. Such Jira. Much excitement.
Much bug, such crash, wow.
Jira, wow.
And I'm fired.
Much bugs. Yeah. Many lines. Cold fusion. Well, sort of staying in, I mean, for international viewers, we've just had Australia Day, which I suppose celebrates the Cronulla riots that we had a few years ago. The meeting of two people, Sutherland people and those.
That was great to watch from afar.
It was.
See, I'm up here like all safe in Briztown just going, you guys are messed up. And you're just killing each other.
Yeah. Over a
But we
postcode.
don't have a bikie problem down here, so...
Was it really over a fucking postcode?
Oh, I don't know. There was that bullshit phrase that was being thrown around. It's like we grew here, you flew here, kind of thing, and then all of a sudden it just kicked off. Yeah. And speaking as someone who did fly here 24 years ago,
I just love the irony in the people that use that, given the majority of their parents/grandparents flew here. So you're just like, I'm sorry, what?
Sailed here on a boat. Yeah.
yeah, we sailed here, you failed here.
Yeah. Like my grandparents came from the UK. I'm not going to pretend I'm a freaking true blue douche.
Yeah, I'm English. Happy to admit that, apart from when it's cricket season.
You fucking hammered you.
And
Fucking hammered you.
in the smoothest of segues, I thought that we'd celebrate a bit of Australia Day with the best cricket sledges of all time.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
You're going to have to
I
bring
might
me
do-
up here because I don't sport.
You don't sport? much sport?
How do you sport?
My sport is basically like, can I reach this can that's on the shelf? And that's
canning.
about as far as I get.
Oh, canning. I'm well up with canning.
No, I know the games, I know the rules, I played it when I was in high school, but I do not know what the fuck a sledge is.
Trash talk.
Oh, right. Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
You'd be very good at
talking
that.
I
Yeah.
hate
It's
cricket
like the psych outs.
with a passion. It's a yeah. Think of it in basketball terms as a psych out.
Alright, so like, yo Squeak, yo Tyler, your mum had sex with Squeak.
Yeah. I will sort of go through. Oh, I have filtered these to a certain extent because some of them are a bit lame, given that some of them were in the early '80s and probably don't have much reference. But I think one of the best ones I saw was Glenn McGrath. He said he asked Zimbabwean chicken farmer Edo Brandis why he was so fat. Brandis replied, because every time I...
Did you drop out?
Did I drop out at the worst
Are you back?
possible time? I'm back.
You dropped out.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Give it to us again.
I
Lay
was
it
still
on
here.
us. What
So-
did McGrath say?
Glenn McGrath goes, he asked Zimbabwean chicken farmer Edo Brandis why he was so fat. Brandis replied, because every time I fuck your wife, she gives me a biscuit.
Is that where that came from? I've
Yeah.
heard that before.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Rod Marsh asked Ian Botham. He asked him, so how's your wife and my kids? I don't know what the backstory is. And he says the wife's fine, the kids are retarded. I won't read that one because it relates to Glenn McGrath and obviously some guy who was completely clueless and didn't realise his wife had breast cancer.
Yeah.
Oh,
What else is this one? Oh yeah, Shane Warne spoke to Daryl Cullinan, and who apparently knocked him around the park the previous meeting or something. Warne told him he'd been waiting 2 years for another chance to humiliate him, and Cullinan replied, "Looks like you spent it eating."
I got to get into cricket more. It sounds exactly like basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is this like real people, like when they're standing out? Wait, no, that doesn't work.
Real,
Yeah,
Wait, no,
it's like
ignore
when
me.
they're out in the
Oh,
field.
I was literally, thinking like they'd be talking to each other like that out on the field. Then I remembered it's not basketball and they don't have, it's only like, ignore me, tarded.
It would quite literally be the bowler talking. I mean,
It's
the best.
the bowler to the batsman.
Yeah, the
Or
best one
even
I
the
saw.
wicketkeeper sometimes.
There was one before where he goes, "Oh, you're just pissed off because you haven't taken a wicket," and then the very next ball, bang, middle stump, turns around, just gives him the whole like 2-hand shimmy. Yeah. How'd you like them apples, bitch? Yeah. Australians love a good sledge,
We do.
but I hate cricket with a passion. With an
You don't hate
absolute
it.
passion.
You love it.
You know what though? I probably could sit through a Big Bash game, but that's pretty much my extremities.
I can't.
Yeah.
I live
So-
across the road from cricket ovals, and there are people playing every, I'm going to say Saturday, because I forget time on weekends, but, and they just cheer, and I look across the road, and I don't know what at.
What?
The fact that it's ended.
They'll just be standing there.
It's just like a 10-second, "Hey!" You're like, okay.
Okay, something happened.
I
Now see,
don't
I'm the
get-
opposite. I
don't get
I
cricket.
could sit through the Ashes. Actually, I watched all of the Ashes every day, almost all day. Could not get enough of it. I love cricket season.
My God, there are still
I just-
things I'm learning about you, Ben. Some of which I
Don't ask me to
rather
play
not
it.
know.
I like playing it. I'm awful at it, like all sports.
Yeah, so playing it is fun, though, because you're participating. But to watch, it's just like,
I'd much rather watch it than play it.
see, yeah. Although I will admit, I watch and enjoy AFL, so my bad.
How do you admit that as a Queenslander?
Yeah. You better be
Because
careful.
look at our team. Our team's full of douche canoes. So, I mean,
But
just
the
'cause I'm
Lions are
from
quite
it-
a good team, though, aren't they? The Lions are quite
Yeah,
a good
Lions
team, aren't
apparently.
they?
I don't know. I think the Lions are a bunch of tools, but that's because I
Oh, okay.
support St Kilda.
Oh. What? Oh my god, just move to Victoria already.
Hell no! I keep getting tried to tell to do that, and I fucking hate Melbourne.
Melbourne's awesome.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Do you drink coffee?
It's alright.
I do. I also, my coffee consists of Nescafe from a jar.
Right.
Nice.
Connoisseur.
Yeah. It has to be gold, because that other shit.
Yeah.
Wakes up to a quad feed drink and a coffee straight after.
That's it. Yeah, QuadFeed chaser.
Mix some coffee.
You
I
mentioned
really want a quad feed.
You really want QuadFeed. That'll take off. Trademark, patent pending. You mentioned PAX before. Are you going to go this year?
I may be going as a media, yes.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. Still waiting to hear some stuff, but if so, yes. And now that I'm full-time, I can afford to go, and because of who I work for, I should be able to go getting time off pretty easily.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
Plus everyone goes now, apparently, and why
Yeah.
not? Although, what was the debacle last year that I haven't read into, but I heard that people were bitching that there was no safe zones for women or stuff like that, and now they've put safe zones in, and they're all like, well, what the fuck? This is just pandering, and now I'm confused.
Safe zones. It makes it sound like these nerds were just like,
Yeah.
they'd never seen a woman before. They were in mortal peril of being accosted or something like that.
It's just suddenly tits, and like, what, it turns into the Cronulla riots.
Yeah. It's those booth babes, man. As soon as those booth babes don't sell anything, those nerds start to get the stalk on, whisk them away to a non-safe zone, and try and do things with them with wireless mice.
Jesus, that would be interesting to watch.
Interesting. Well, the only reason I say it is because Chris and I went to the EB Games Expo, or the EB Expo, last year. And whilst it wasn't as good as the year before, I'm really looking forward to PAX. I've got didn't splurge on the 3 day. I went for the 2 days, so Saturday, Sunday. So I'm going to be flying down to Melbourne. Maybe we can have a Nescafe.
Nescafe, I'll probably end up sleeping on a park somewhere.
In a safe
Because
zone.
I know last time I was in Melbourne, my friend and I, who actually does live there, we were at the hotel and we got confused for a band. The concierge at the desk thought that we were a band and we were leaving that night after a huge gig, and we went with it because she was awesome.
Yeah, good
And
Charlotte
hot.
checking in.
Yeah, yes. Oh, that's right, love. I just haven't got my makeup on.
I forgot it in my penthouse. Can you let me up? Yeah, sure. Swipe me up, would you? Cheers.
And walks off fanning herself.
Send
Good
the
times.
groupies up in a minute. Yeah,
But no, I probably will be going.
cool. You and the lads?
Yes, me
Make
and
it-
the
make
lads.
it a
me
group
and the two
event?
lads.
I'm trying to rope this
Yeah,
my sorry bunch into action. Come on, guys. Come on.
we're
I'm trying to find out if I'm actually had the time off from uni.
uni.
I think that's like right in middle of uni exams.
Don't you just kind of tell uni you have time off?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never done
What?
tertiary education,
You can do
so I
that?
wouldn't know.
I don't
You're
know.
not doing uni properly, Ben. You just get somebody to take notes for you.
Would
Yeah,
you
not
do
during exams.
do
I
you
can't
do
get someone to do
weekend
my
classes,
exam
though?
for me.
weekend classes?
Sometimes exams are on weekends.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And that's because that's in the middle of the year, isn't it? Like June, July?
No, October. It's in late October.
October, yeah.
Oh, well, that's end of semester exams then. Yeah. End of year exams, so even
I was going to
worse.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
Those important
How is that
ones.
even worse? It's outside though, so it shouldn't matter. How is it worse?
Yeah. I'll figure it out. But no, I do want to go down because I love it down in Melbourne.
Well, because we want to start trying to push out not just our game videos, but start doing some real ones as well. So that'll be a good mix. Is take a cam, run around packs,
Mm.
ask famous devs what their favorite Spice Girl is, stuff like that. You know, get ejected, go home sad.
Who
Much
is
well.
my favourite Spice Girl? It has to be Baby Spice.
Well, I was thinking that. I was thinking Scary Spice.
Nah.
No, straight up
I love
ginger
those-
because I have something for redheads.
Yeah. But I love those Jenny Craig ads. She looks so hot.
She
just
did
me?
Jenny Craig.
Yeah.
Scary Spice.
Wait.
Yeah, scary.
She was fat.
She was.
She was huge.
She was as wide as she was tall.
Didn't she also have a kid to
Eddie Murphy.
that dude? Yeah, him.
Yeah.
What a champ.
Fun trivia. Yeah, can you imagine that? My career's on the downslide, so I'm gonna try and knock up the next best thing. She's in the public eye a bit. Yeah. Nah, I was always a Baby Spice,
Yeah. Yeah.
which in itself is kind of scary, but yeah,
Love babies.
I don't have those tendencies. Do you guys watch Arrow?
I did. I watched all of season 1. I haven't started season 2.
Right, because my question kind of related to whether or not I should persevere with it.
Yeah.
I'm not. But I also didn't understand the first one, so.
Yeah, I find if you watch it by yourself, it's not as funny, but if you're with friends, it's actually pretty funny. Just one of those things where if other people are getting into it, you find it funnier, but yeah. If I watch it by myself, I don't laugh.
Is that the same as Adventure Time? Because I really don't understand Adventure Time.
Yeah, Adventure Time is just pretty
Yeah.
random sometimes.
I
yeah.
feel I need
Some
to
of
be
the
like,
episodes are very strange.
I feel I need to be like 2 hours in on an acid trip if I'm going to enjoy it.
It does help.
Can I ask
I've
what?
sit there and
I don't even know
Yeah.
what it is.
good,
heard of
just
it.
stay that way.
Stay there.
I don't understand it. Everyone I know is stupid obsessed, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other shows I'd rather watch than Adventure Time, but
It lost
I
its
wouldn't say
spot
I'm obsessed with it.
after
Yeah.
It was a real TV show. I thought it was just some crazy person making a YouTube cartoon. That was where I first saw it on YouTube.
Well,
I
like
was
salad
this
fingers
guy's
there.
Brilliant. And then, oh, it's really a television show. Oh, well. That's not as good.
What's that one doing the rounds at the moment? Is it Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty, yeah. I said that like before episode 1.
I know you're ahead of your time there.
I know, way ahead. Yeah, that one's alright.
And Morty.
Yeah. It's is it animated? Is it on the like Adult Swim or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. It actually looks very similar to like Adventure Time in a way.
Google Tubes.
Yeah, check it out. Bit hard to explain in a way. Not really. Couldn't be bothered. But it's alright.
Well, that thumbnail's got me.
Pair of boobs. Click.
Alright.
Do you want to see the product of going to IKEA yesterday in my background? Look at that glorious Batman
Good shelf.
statue.
I was more surprised that he went to IKEA and only bought one item. I usually walk out with like a couple of desks, a few lamps.
No, I've got to start downsizing.
See, I go there for the tumblers.
Yeah, that's a point. Tumblers and meatballs. Sign me up.
I love their tumblers because they've got those big ass tumbler glasses for $2 each. And chocolate. That chocolate's good.
It is, yeah. And that like stupid like pear cider that comes in a can, forged from Lucifer himself. It's like huge. It's like a nightstick. It's bigger than 600 mils, and it's like you could attach it to a 747 as a fuselage. It's crazy.
That'd be well to see.
Just the first 747 fueled with cider. Yeah.
So it shall be.
So it shall be.
Get 4 of them and you can have a quad feed.
QuadFeed. Great. Now I'm thirsty. I was drinking Sailor Jerry's before I had this beer. It's been quite a sponsored episode.
Yeah, I ran out of coffee 2 minutes into it, and I've been trying to drink the dregs for the past hour.
In my
Unsuccessfully.
in my first loot crate, I got these things that were called. Actually, I've still got them here. I've eaten them all, but I've still got the packet. Energets, I think they're called. Energems. I'll put myself on the main screen. Energems. Basically enlarged M&Ms with caffeine and B vitamins and calories and God knows what.
Sugar,
Lots of
caffeine.
sugar. Yeah.
It kind of looks like the the chocolate-coated coffee beans.
Yeah,
Oh, I love them.
they're of a
Oh my
similar
God.
size. Yeah, and the thing with those as well, it kind of tastes like that chocolate that kid used to bring to school because you couldn't have chocolate. He only had to have carob or something. There's always one kid in school.
The kid that's allergic to chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, Russell can only have carob.
Fuck Russell.
Fuck off. With carob.
Yeah, we have to cater for him so none of you kids can have M&Ms. Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
Seriously, I want my Mars bar.
Russell can go into anaphylactic shock for all I care.
Yes, he's got an EpiPen handy. Friggin' arc up.
Exactly.
Straight to the vein.
Those things have use-by dates. You got to use it beforehand.
Would that, if someone was allergic to chocolate, if you gave them a chocolate suppository, would that kill them?
Yeah, from the arse up, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, would it have the same effect? I mean, you'd assume it's going into the bloodstream.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google that.
It is a permeable membrane.
Yeah.
I'd love if there was
Osmosis at its
There you go.
best.
on Yahoo Answers. Somebody's already put that.
Well, will a chocolate suppository kill me?
We tackle the
Laxative
hard
abuse, and well,
we tackle the hard hitting issues here on QuadFeed. Don't let it be said that we don't conduct this user testing for your benefit. Well, there's probably some sort of A/B testing that's taken place. It's like, oh, okay, what happens when we put a chocolate M&M up someone's ass and a peanut M&M up someone's ass? Do they go into anaphylactic shock quicker, or
But it melts in your mouth.
yeah, not in your ass?
Just like that South Park episode. Isn't it when like they shove food up their ass and they shit out of their mouth or something like that?
yeah,
Jeebus.
that was good.
That's a classic.
That said, though, if you're a kind of kinky and you put peanut butter on your testicles for your dog to lick off, would you die of shock?
Careful here, Gavin.
Anaphylactic shock. No, I'm just trying to remember back to
Oh,
my
what?
younger
If you're
years.
allergic to peanuts.
I'm
I would
allergic,
say so.
I'm allergic to eggs, and it's an experiment I've wanted to conduct for many a time. Oh, good. We've cloned.
What the
We've
fuck
We've
happened there?
invented cloning.
How do I exist?
Oh, you-
Hi, this is actually Chris from the future. You motherfuckers are all gonna die in like a week. So
right.
Chocolate suppositories do kill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Word of warning.
chocolate suppositories are messed up. Oh, I didn't save my preset. Alright, hang on, I'm gonna fix this.
The guy in the thumbnail looks suitably pissed off. Actually, he's not as happy as you.
No, that was me at a mustache party.
No, your previous profile is frozen on you looking at the screen like someone's just taking a
Very
shit.
angrily.
Someone's just taking a shit in your wallet.
Do I have a grey mustache on?
Oh, he's dropped
Oh
out.
no, he's disappeared now.
Oh. What did he ever do?
No, reason being is Ben and Chris have probably heard this story, but there was a Year 12 muck-up day. I think it was 1994. I wasn't in Year 12 at that time. I was in Year 10, and there was I think it was just probably in the years where they really started to curb Year 12 muck-up days and how out of control they were getting. Because there were instances where a teacher who had a Mini Cooper, like one of the old school ones, came out of his office to find it in the hallway because like 10 people had just picked it up and just moved it to outside his office. But yeah, like things like garlic water in the balloons, in water balloons, shaving cream, and obviously eggs and stuff. So I'm standing there just minding my own business, and an egg comes and smacks me in the head, and I knew at that stage I couldn't eat eggs, but I didn't know I couldn't touch it. So here's me. I put myself on the main screen. It's like this whole side of my face was just like came out to probably about there. Picture Will Smith in that. Is it Hitch?
Hitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
To my eye had swollen shut. Half my face had sort of come out to here. And at that stage, I was living in Winston Hills, which my place was actually over the other side of a shopping centre. And I could probably cut maybe 5-10 minutes off the trip by walking through the shopping centre. So I thought, oh God, what do? Do I walk through the shopping centre and come out one of the loading docks, or do I take the long way around and not severely scar some small children? Me
You should
being
have just gone, no.
me being me, yeah, I made a beeline for that loading dock. Bang, straight through the loading dock, straight through the back entrance because I worked at Big W at that stage. Came out in the shopping centre. Man, you have never seen as many frightened children as you have. Just like the kids holding their mum's hand, just like tugging on their mum's hand, going, "Mummy, who's that?" Mum's looking at me, going, "Fucking hell, what's happened to you?"
See, I haven't...
The bell.
I don't think I'm allergic to... Well, I'm not allergic to anything that I found out, but I'm really dreading the day that I find out that I am allergic to something. Because I think I'm old enough now that I will just die.
Your body will be just like, you know what, I've had a good run.
Yeah. Just feel like... You remember that 6 years you spent drinking like a dickhead when you were younger? Yeah, that's coming back to haunt you. You're
today's the day I'm going to give up.
Either that, or you'll get into something so non-life-threatening, but you'll still need treatment for something. Like you might need some like oxygen or something, and you'll be allergic to the latex that's on the oxygen mask, and the latex will kill you.
Well, given that I'm currently chatting with the OI boys and deciding that we're going to go jumping out of a plane with Beeves feeding me a chocolate suppository, I think I know how I'm dying.
That's a sequence of events that I would be tempted to join you on.
Well, I figured it's the only way I can get him to jump out of a plane with me.
Or the temptation of putting things in your backside.
Apparently.
Wow. That's a close-knit group
not
of
doing
guys.
Ain't nobody going. No one ain't going near my butt.
Castro?
I think that was English.
Castro, would you jump out of a plane with me if I had the temptation of inserting things in my person?
Skydiving.
I don't know. Does that sweeten the deal for you somewhat? I don't know.
No, I'd probably do it.
No pun intended.
Just normally.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be a peanut. Could be an M&M. Could be Hershey's Kiss if you want to get a bit kinky. Toblerone maybe. Toblerone.
Well, they are tiered for pleasure.
Yeah. Tiered for pleasure.
That's how Billy Connolly thinks yodeling was invented. There's someone ripping a Toblerone out of someone's ass too quickly. So there in the Swiss Alps, and bang. Wait till the corners melt a bit, then remove it. What a segue. I think we'll have one more topic, and I think we'll call it a night. Chris's mum is about to come on the intercom, I can tell.
My mum?
Sorry, Castro's mum.
My mum's like 400 kilometers away.
Well, that would be impressive if she was to pop around with a cheeky 6-pack of toilet paper.
Yeah.
She's probably suspecting you've run out by now, so she's probably on her way back to you right now.
Well, I don't know if you noticed before, but she did try calling. It was when I took my headset off very briefly.
Oh, right.
I had 3 missed calls. So, and I had to answer, I'm like, Mum, I'm busy. I'll call you back.
Oh, what's her name? What's her name?
Yeah, she actually, what she said, she's like, oh, sorry, have I interrupted your sex? I'm like, no! I'm doing a fucking podcast.
Is that what you kids are calling it these days? No, it's a fucking podcast.
What, you're recording it? Oh my god.
You're having the sex, I see how it is.
Podcast, is that a new position you're trying? No, it's a fucking podcast. A fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. That sounds delightful.
No, she plays more well than I do, so...
You could use a mic. It's called the podcaster. where you use a mic.
That would. You get some good recording sounds.
Yeah. Good for thought.
At 48,000 kilohertz. Lovely. Who does your intros, by the way? I'm going to come off as a fanboy, but I love your intros.
Oh, that's Crow. He basically, if you want a rundown of who does what, Crow is responsible for pretty much all of the audio and the initial clipping of the videos. Beeves has done absolutely every single one of those assets, and he's also teaching himself After Effects at the moment so he can do some more animated shit.
Cool.
And I built the website. I'm in charge of all the social media. I'm in charge of the media hosting. I'm in charge of the podcast hosting. I'm in charge of all of the back-end server crap that no one else wants to fucking touch because, reasons.
Total reasons.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that's a good divvying up of tasks, though.
Yeah, I mean, we figured it fits. We're lucky that we all have skills that we can bring to it apart from be a host. So,
That's it.
not that I call what I do being a skill. I kind of just throw words at the screen until shit happens.
What sort of mics are you? I mean, you're obviously all in the sort of one, for lack of a better word, room.
Oh, we all sit down. We have a proper mixing desk connected to a laptop, and we record through Audacity. And the mixing desk, we've all got Behringer something mics.
Wow.
It's all proper. Like it's why
Yeah,
it freaks
no,
me out. Is that like
It sounds proper. Like even from the intro, it's like okay, like it's mixed. It's it really comes through, and then it's like.
And we've all got what we use for the videos. This is my old headset that I'm now giving away. But the one that I'm wearing, I won in a contest the other week.
Oh, wow.
And because it's a USB mic, it's actually a shitload clearer, so I use it instead.
Cool.
And then, of course, the cap cards for the video, and they render out at 1080 on the fly, and it's sexy.
Yeah. I've got my Elgato. I've got my Rode Podcaster. But yeah.
The what?
It's a Rode Podcaster on the boom arm.
Oh, right.
Where is it?
Oh, yeah, I can see the ODE.
I did have a pop shield before, but I found this does the job and it doesn't cut everything out. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only problem with what we're doing is because we do it that way. Like obviously with you guys, I'm doing it here over internet. And because I also write for guys called Progress Bar. They're an Australian game reviewing thing. And when I do the podcast with them, that's via Skype, but now we do it via Mumble instead. So it's the same as you're not there in person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel when we all get together as we do, it's just you can bounce stuff off each other and do to one another in person and make people piss themselves laughing. So if you're ever up in Brisbane, more than welcome.
If I'm ever up in Brisbane. Yeah. I'm trying to think. It's a shame PAX is in Brisbane. Yeah. But hey, if you guys go down to PAX, then yeah, sounds good.
Which
Hotel
I'm
room
hoping to-
podcast.
That has to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can order live room service.
Live
or
room-
hookers, one of the two.
Awesome.
Yeah. Depending on which one will determine whether or not we videotape.
Yeah, well, we need to get a video camera. I mean, the closest thing that we've all got to good cameras is my phone, because it's the Lumia 1020 with the stupid friggin' 42 meg camera on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's pretty good quality camera. I mean, it's no video handycam or DSLR or whatever they are, but it does the job.
So I use that, and I'm yet to go and get a ton of footage on it. Like I've just brought it back from. I got this 2 years ago, but I'm yet to sort of compile it into any sort of montage or anything like that because it's just sitting there.
Oh,
I've still
I don't know if you can see this. Wait, where's my camera?
Yeah.
Wait. See how that comes out like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the back of the phone? Fucking ridiculous. Look at that shit.
That's a big lens for that phone. Yeah.
I like my phone.
Until the Windows phone.
No, it is a Windows phone.
No, the Cortana version one though.
Oh, no, that'll be coming to this. That better be coming to this.
Yeah.
I just want to set my alarm so I can be like, wake up, Chief, I need you. And I'll be like, yes, you do. And then I go to work.
So give me a reason to get up. Oh, all right then. Off
Shall I
comes my
play porn for
digital
you,
shirt.
sir? That'd be good.
Yeah.
Very good. But no, yes, actually, if you guys all go to that place with what has Melbourne and PAX, I think a hotel cast would be pretty boss.
Yeah,
Done.
definitely.
Done.
Well, we were trying to hope to replicate the sauna cast we did from the original series. So yeah, we did an hour-long podcast in the sauna and just continuously added heat, and I think we were dead by the end of it.
Jesus.
How
Sounds
did
like-
you get your equipment to keep working?
I don't know.
And ironically,
We didn't use the mixing desk for that. I think we just used a pocket recorder.
yeah. Ironically, the device that you needed to dial 000 to get some sort of resuscitation probably would have melted as well. And you're like, oh.
Well, it turned into a GIF, so there's now a GIF of me on the internet somewhere sitting in the bubbler spa bath with the other guy, and we have top hats on, so... Actually, it's on YouTube. I can link it to you afterwards for the lols.
Internet fame.
That's awesome.
You haven't made it on the internet until such time as you've sitting in a sauna with a top hat on.
Yeah,
Done.
good times.
Well, we have just eclipsed the 2-hour mark by my reckoning.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dead on.
Pretty dead on. So what I might do, might wrap things up. That was episode 14. Thanks to everyone who tuned in and is visiting in YouTube land. Big thanks to Korthal. Be sure to check out the Overindulgence podcast. I'll put all the links and necessary details in the description below. And give this video a like, always helps. And share it about. So, without further ado, thanks very much. And we'll probably see you next week. Hopefully with Major Ghibli making a return appearance. So you're committed now, Ghibli. So don't disappoint me, son. Come back. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye. Bye.